Hello, today's project is this very cute yet very simple 3x3 card with an envelope to match. And we're using the Sweet Dreams Designer Series paper from Stampin' Up! And right now it is on clearance at the online store. You can get to by clicking the link in the description below or by clicking on this video if you're on YouTube. So let's get started. I'm going to do this sheet. This is Early Espresso, and this is Sahara Sand in the background. So this time around we're going to use Lost Lagoon. I'm going to flip the paper, and I believe this is Soft Sky, even though it's not listed on the description of the paper. But we're going to do Lost Lagoon today. So you're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 6 inches by 3 inches, and you're just going to fold that in half. And then I cut a piece of cardstock that measures 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, so it's a perfect square. And see, that's the design from the last card. We're going to flip it around and use this side. I'm going to take some fast fuse. And stick it on. And then for the flower design here, I used the Flower Shop stamp set, and I ended up using this stamp because I felt like it was a vintagey looking flower. So this is a kind of vintagey looking paper. I already have it out. We're going to get our Lost Lagoon ink and a piece of scrap paper, Whisper White. Now I liked how this looked. I stamped off once, so I'll show you how to do that. And with this flower set, it comes with a coordinating punch, which we're going to use to cut out the flower. But you want to make sure that you have the right end. So I marked mine. Actually, that's the wrong mark, but I marked mine because if you look on the here, there's a little flower with like 2 notches. There's 1 notch and 2 notches. And on the punch, you want to match that, because if you flip it upside down, it's not going to line up on your paper. So let's stamp this. See what it looks like if I stamp off once. I like that. And now we just punch it out. And this is what I mean by lining it up. So there's the 2 notches there. There's also 2 notches at the bottom here. So you just line this up and punch it out. And then for the greetings, I used Petite Pears. On the last card, I used Best Wishes. I think this I'm going to use the Sending Money Thanks, which is in here. Somewhere, there it is. Just adhere that to a block, and I use a little bit of adhesive. This is just snail to help. It helps the stamp stick better when you're inking it up. It doesn't go all over. Just push that. Ink up your stamp. Scrap paper, and then I use the 1 1/4 punch from Stampin' Up. Center it. Out. And then for the little flowers here, I use the flower punch from the Itty Bitty Accents punch pack. Take a scrap of Lost Lagoon, punch out 3, 2, 3, and then I sponge the ends of that. So we're going to sponge the edges of this. Take your sponge, flick, flick, flick. This probably would have looked good in soft sky too. But I'm just going to do Lost Lagoon, and then take your flower, sponge the edges of that. Okay, now we're ready to put our card together. So I used mini glue dots for the flowers, and I used dimensionals, or I used mini glue dots for the greeting and dimensionals for the flowers. I used a dimensional for this flower, so let's pop that up. Put it there, and then a mini glue dot here for the greeting. I like it kind of tilted. And then just mini glue dots for the little flowers. Kind of randomly stick those. And then some basics pearl jewels. I take one of the biggest ones here for the big flower, and then the medium sized for the little flowers here. Well, I guess these are the medium sized, because these are the big ones, and then medium, and you got some small ones there. These are actually a string of pearls, and I cut them so I can use them individually, because I never use the strings. The rhinestone jewels come that way too. And there you go, the card's all done. Now the cool part is the matching envelope. So now we're going to make the envelope. And if you look down here, I don't know if you can see this, but your card size is on the left side of the board. And it says our card is 3 by 3, which it is. So then you need a piece of paper that measures 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 inches. So that's what I have here. And we're going to use this side. So I'm going to score my lines on this side. So let's see, 5 1/4, right? And your first score line will be at 2 5/8. So let's find 2 5/8 is right there. And then you punch and score. And this little bone folder actually comes with, it comes out of here. And then all you do now is just follow your score line. It's probably hard to see on camera, but you follow the score line, punch and score, punch and score, and punch and score. And you put this away. And the cool thing about this envelope punch board, it actually comes with a corner rounder on the edge here. So I just slide the paper in, punch, punch, see a nice rounded edges. So we're all done with this. And then we just fold up. Now this is DSP, so I don't like to burnish my edges of this with a bone folder. This paper, it's very strong for designer series paper, but it's not as thick as cardstock, so it could tear. So I just give it a good fold with my fingers. And then you have an envelope, and now we have to put adhesive on. So I like fast fuse. Now remember, with fast fuse, you do have to break the adhesive. What I mean by that is when you pull, if you just lift up, it's going to all come with you. So you just slide to the side. Same thing on this side. Slide to the side. And fold it. And we have a 3 by 3 envelope for our card. And it fits right on in there. Maybe. Yep. Fits right in. And we have a 3 by 3 envelope for our card. That's today's project. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.